गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. The self that we are, we have a tendency to think about the self, to search for the self, to realize the self, to know the self, to work out intellectually the self. This approach will only keep us in the loop of gross or subtle matter. It will keep us in the loop of mind. It will keep us in the loop of creation. It will keep us in the loop of subject-object. Then what is this self? Where is this self? You are that self. Where are you? Here. So it is here. What is its nature? That there is nothing in this creation which can illuminate it, because it is the ultimate illuminator. It is the ultimate light. Na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyato bhanti kutoyam agnihi tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. There are 4 sources of light. It is brighter than all of them. What are the sources of light? The sun, the moon, the stars, the lightning, and the fire. These are the 4 sources of light. And if you want to go further, the mind, by way of thoughts. But all these are incapable of illuminating the self, because this self, the light of this self, is brighter than the stars, brighter than the sun and the moon, brighter than the lightning, brighter than the fire, and brighter than the thoughts. It is self-illumined. This should be our approach. Rather than I want to realize, that is a good thought, no doubt. But we have to come to a point. We don't have to remain a beginner all the time, that I want to know the self. Somewhere along the way, as our mind has, as we have become matured, meaning the mind has become calmed, somewhere we have to accept that, hey, we have to assess our experience, that everything is known to me, and everything that is known to me is coming and going. How can that which is coming and going can illuminate that which is not coming and going? Think. So be that light. Be that light. Rather than searching for that light, rather than working it out in your head, let the mind do the working out. But you recognize, you have that disposition, you have that poise, that the one in whose light this contemplation is being illumined, these thoughts are being illumined, understanding is taking place in the mind, is because of the light of the self that I am. See, this is called being subjective. Being subjective doesn't mean only thinking about the self. You're still objective if you're thinking about the self. Subjective means being in spite of the thoughts. In this manner, again and again, come to this disposition wherein everything in this universe, gross, subtle, causal, micro and macro, known or unknown, everything is being illumined by the self that I am. Don't search for the light. Be the light. Otherwise, we will remain only in the mind, thinking. Questions will keep coming. But where is the source? Where is the power coming from? Where is it plugged in? इसका कोई एंड नहीं है. It's not that we want to dissolve the mind. The dissolution of the mind will only happen, or we have to re-understand what does dissolution of the mind mean. Dissolution of the mind does not mean removal of thoughts. Dissolution of mind means, in spite of the thoughts, what is that in spite of the thoughts? What is that which is illuminating the presence or the absence of thoughts? What is that which is illuminating the mind? What is that which is in whose light the waking dream and the deep sleep, the presence and the absence are being illumined? Is the light. Where is the light coming to illuminate this world? Oh, this world is illuminated by the sun. The sun has come up. Who is illuminating the sun? Who is illuminating the sun? The eyes. Who is illuminating the eyes? The mind. Who knows there is a mind, or who is illuminating the thoughts in the mind? Because sun is only a thought in the mind. Who is illuminating the mind? That I am. So the one who knows this, or not knows, is, then not only you are illuminating, the self is illuminating the outside sun, but also the eyes, the mind. This continuous approach of the mind and coming to a point where the mind cannot think anymore must come. Then we are at that light. So now you got the dose of the day. Sit quietly. Keep your back, neck and head in a straight line. eyes open or closed, and nothing needs to change, because last 10-12 minutes the topic that was being talked about was the self. What is being talked about now is also the self. We don't have to shuffle, we don't have to reorganize ourselves, because we are already there. We are already that which we are seeking. We are already that light. We are already that illumination. We are of that nature of illumination, in whose light everything gets known. Be in that poise, not only on the seat of meditation, but one must be in this poise 24/7. Because this poise, this illuminating self, or the self illumined self, is your natural state. It is not created by your thinking. You are that. So be that.